Hey guys, Ellie here, and today I want to talk about my personal journey to building a strong core. Now, there's a misconception that if you do a lot of crunches, you'll build a six-pack, and that's all there is to it. I don't think people expect it to be easy as such, but they don't realise how hard it can be to build even just a strong core for some people. In this video, I will be referencing a lot of medical points in my life, so just for reference, it's probably best, if you haven't seen it, to watch my motivational speech that I posted about my surgery story before this video. The main thing that made it so hard for me to build core strength was that because I spent so long on the couch, unable to even stand up, I just wasn't engaging any muscles whatsoever. As a child, you don't really engage your core. It's something you learn to do as you're more active as you grow. But because I wasn't active as I grew, because I spent so much time sitting on the couch, my core just remained disengaged. I never even understood how to engage my ab muscles. Now, because I was having so many seizures before I was partially paralysed, I could never leave the couch to build a strong core. But after I was partially paralysed, my absolute priority was to build strength in walking again. So of course, I didn't just start building a strong core straight up. My biggest struggle was actually just starting. I wasn't making excuses. I was determined to do it. But because I didn't understand how to engage my ab muscles, or even really that there were muscles in my stomach, to be perfectly honest, I just didn't know how to do any exercises. It seemed impossible. Still, physios were able to help me with this, and eventually I could start doing some exercises. For about a year though, I really struggled with engaging my lower abs, and it wasn't until I switched physios a few times that someone picked up on why this was. I was keeping my pelvis stiff with the rest of my torso, and that didn't allow for proper lower ab engagement. It meant that I slouched all the time, and it meant that I didn't engage my abs. It probably doesn't sound like a big deal, keeping your pelvis stiff with your torso, but it meant that I moved in a very blocky motion. That's not natural. It also meant that I had no idea how to rotate, and that's something I've been putting a lot of work into. Through doing pelvic tilts, rotation work, not as hard as Russian twists, more like just sitting on a table and twisting. Thank you, physio. I've managed to actually build a strong core now. But it takes a lot more work than I think people actually realise when they look at me. I guess the point of this is to really just say that although you already know it's not the same journey for everyone, there are going to be so many more factors than just nutrition and core training. If you want strong abs, if you want to be able to actually hold yourself straight, then you need to really look at all your postural issues. The fact is, sometimes you're going to need someone else to do it for you, because you can't always see what's wrong. And in reality, I'm very glad I have a disability, because I don't think I would have picked up on this by myself. So yeah, that's just a journey that I wanted to fill you guys in on, because it's been a hard one for me, and it might be helpful to someone out there. See you next time.